This FM 104.3. Good to meet Taki.
Retired but not retarded.
Well, that's all right.
I knew he would appear to be.
Yes.
Makada, the only time Moko demonstration on the streets, in the be wafe to the constitution. Maybe I made no. The my last point, Kwame. There are many issues. We are entitled to do demonstrations and things on. I mean, my bread. So we are not the same. You can't beat nature. In the old stage, your own mind and or you man on your body nankasa. But it's a big sorry no pedo to constitution. No disrupt the Fourth Republic on Moko Street no. Ne ended up. Kwame, I'm a bit disappointed there. I don't know one end peacefully, smoothly. I'm a bit disappointed.
Now who was him?
Oko smooth sailing, peaceful. Ninia Oboa your democratic credentials as a nation. Or expose your image in a very positive way to the world. And sincerely, so there at the Noboko fine. Unfortunately, no confusion and chaos be see. Out of which I'm at there some casualties like injuries be. Thankfully, I think there were no fatalities. And am I right to say that?
Yes. So far.
Okay. So far, thank you.
There were bruises.
Yes, injuries. I find it a bit of a setback because my especially under the Fourth Republic, is to consolidate a democratic transition. And BBI in this sense, operationalizing the Constitution and the Public Order Act. We are a democratic society. Perfect. We have challenges, huge ones. Occasionally, so you must suffer setbacks here and there. I'm not too happy with what happened, how it ended yesterday, I have to be honest. Now, you share the principles, Kwame. The whole of the Hinia, we see those principles as non-negotiable. The constitutionality of the right to assembly, to demonstrate. Our constitution, Kabila Meboa.
No.
Article 21.
From 12 to 33.
Yes. The emphasis I want to place is 21.1. Also, all persons shall have the right to, and we'll go to D, freedom of assembly, including freedom to take part in processions and demonstrations. Into say, yes, 1D. Yes. Into Kwame, so by the constitutional basis now, on the surface is unfettered. Damne identity war. But here assuming that we are not in the jungle. On na Okofa Public Order Act in the by. And on Hokrano there are little controversies, but my mention the trajectory, history now or the Igbo blue on. May read Sabe permit my eye. May read portions of the Supreme Court judgment. A NPP versus IGP. That is 1993-94. Okay? That's how we built and stabilized and consolidated the Fourth Republican democracy. You voted for the Constitution and the referendum in 92. You transited by Fourth Republic 7 January 1993. As much as the Constitution is an important document, you call out, you could vote yes for. I mean, we vote yes. MFG, yes, split because they do want he let some of us to say that look, in spite of the imperfections of the transition and you prefer that democracy are deformed to an outright military-dominated provisional government. So we made a choice. Split it. Some of us who were classified as traitors.
In Qatar.
Qatar was
at that
different.
time, Qatar. No.
But in Qatar meant betrayal.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm just using it. That's right.
Now, Kwame, more buying there. Three things happen. Here, let me read because that will give people the right thing. Otherwise, I could summarize. But it's important I read this paragraph. The head notes for that judgment. What's it? Section 7 of the Public Order Decree, 1972, NRCD 68, gave the Minister for Interior the power to prohibit the holding of public meetings or processions for a period in a specified area. Section 8 of the NRC Decree 68, and mark this, NRC Decree 68, provided that the holding of all public processions and meetings and the public celebration of any traditional custom should be subject to the obtention of prior police permission. Section 12 of NRC Decree 68 gave to a superior police officer the power to stop or disperse such a procession or meeting. And Section 13 of NRC Decree 68 made it an offense to hold such processions, meetings, public celebrations without such permission. The plaintiff, that's the MPP, a registered political party, sought and was granted a police permit when the democracy, but the decree persisted. Until the MPP went and sought permit on 3rd February 1993 to hold a rally at Sekendi on 6th February 1993. The permit was, however, subsequently withdrawn by the police. On 16th February 1993, the plaintiff, that is the MPP, in conjunction with other political parties, that is the Joint Action Committee, embarked on a peaceful demonstration in Accra to protest against the 1993 budget of the government, a killer budget,
killer budget.
PNDC budget, but one co-parliament. Now we introduced it straight as budget, and then we fought it. But the demonstration was broken up by the police, and some of the demonstrators were arrested and arraigned before the circuit court on charges of demonstrating without a permit and failing to disperse, contrary to sections 8 and 12C and 13 of NRC Decree 78. Another one. On February 17th, the plaintiff, that's the MPP, was granted a permit by the police to hold a rally at Chebi to commemorate the 28th anniversary of the death of Dr. J.B. Dankwa. But the permit was withdrawn and the rally prohibited by the police on the day of the rally. The day.
That was a rally.
Yes, one more permit. Yes. Day now we are rallying. I'm told they even crowd ni bi na wa appear na nyama chairs na nyama. The police no by there. We've cancelled permit. No. You can't hold it. Aggrieved by those decisions and actions of the police, the plaintiff brought an action before the Supreme Court for a declaration that sections 7, 8, 12A and 13 of NRC Decree 68 were inconsistent and a contravention of the Constitution 1992, especially Article 21(1)(d) thereof, and were therefore null, void, and unenforceable. And 2, under the Constitution 1992, no permission was required of the police or any other authority for holding a rally or demonstration or procession or the public celebration of any traditional custom by any person, group, or organization. In support of the claims, counsel for plaintiff submitted that section 7 and 8 of NRC Decree 68 derogated from the fundamental human rights and freedoms, especially the rights of citizens to freedom of assembly, including freedom to take part in processions and demonstrations as provided under Article 21(1)(d). The court upheld these things. Inima, on no lay basis for Parliament, because the court had then declared NRC Decree 68 unconstitutional.
Yes.
Actually, if the police couldn't rely on it, so the legislature had to intervene. In the parliamentary meeting, of course, it was the first parliament, and the opposition parties were not involved. Until when we buy no Kwame, now year the Public Order Act, 1994, 95 or 94, I think
94,
so.
yes.
Nima, it was virtually like a compromise, in the sense, but it's a compromise that was useful at that material moment, in the sense that we took away from the police that whole authority misbehavior now one man yes, and that thing had gone on for a long time. Let me be honest with you, between the 1982 basically 92 no cry no we need chance but we'll try we are now one be disrupt one more permit now one waji at we came into the constitutional era. It continued so many times wabama permit wabakati oko wo ha na one ba
say asaji.
Yes, and Kwame, it was creating a lot of confusion. So
the power to grant permit was taken
away from them.
Yes.
And that meant saying you open space, you know, at least for this exercise of the rights of constitution in our mind. But true, you realize that it had to be regulated. There are people among ourselves who were not happy with even the Public Order Act. But we just say without the Public Order Act now, you can end up in the jungle.
There will be chaos.
Total chaos.
Sure.
Until somehow that compromise was necessary. On the basis say as we move on, perhaps if there are rough edges and imperfections then we can cure those things, which is what I think we've been moving on doing as a nation.
So the major amendment now has to do with notification.
Notification. We call article that's a copy notification, that is section 1, notification of special event.
Yes.
And then section 2, control of routes and crowds. And then 3, responsibility of organizers and other persons. Now, Kwame, this thing between police and the Fourth Republic examples, okay? Many examples. Mean to me, I'm sure time will not even permit. And Kwame in his tutorial, the tutorial says something.
I shall call the police.
May I arrest him? Kwame, no immunity. Okay? Many examples. The test of Public Order Act, it had to be tested and tested in practice. A lot of things went on. We've gone very far. Go back to Kumipreko. As one of the major tests, you notify police. All right. Police play. Just around that corner, ACDR also called my police letter. So we also be a demonstration the same day. Now, police phone share one letter and your letter is dated 9th. Most of them will be a demonstration 11th. It doesn't meet the requirements
of the 5 days.
5 days, and also AFC already. Yeah, Pineso until Mungo off. The police report is here. ACDR4 they say no. We have to show that government is still popular. We have to do something more. The police force say well, you need that agreement. Until that day, we don't want to see you people out there. Kwame.
Yeah.
Come the day May 11th. And upon a month for start war gather in bits, it's small pieces in back or no. The police hierarchy, free AFC. Say, hey, alarm blow. Any alarm blow. Now I think Breku Grube, Kwesi Pratt, and Shishi or Victor Newman may have gone to meet them. Or free until you're selecting those who should go. What Koya was say, gentlemen, ACDR4 now are disobeying. One position will win different areas. Until a person will change routes. Now, we had discussed routing and everything with them already.
With the
On
police.
day of demonstration.
Yes, now the day of demonstration, that very morning, man for be more gathered. Yes, so now you're advertising the routes now ahead. Was when the police now were asking AFC leadership to change routes. It was difficult. They brought back to the place. I crowded. But when we said demonstration, people started from different points. Were joining. Ne picky one who joining. You drew another one joining. It's an announcement. No cry a year or initial sport. Convergence point or circle. And yet be O'Brien circle, but yet beyond it here. If you must say tea and a crowd and then follow. Timing of that change created problems, and that is part of the Nyama is here. Into here come crowd in the no one join from different corners. One no original route in the winning. Until they went and they met the ACDR for the castle security guys. Ne hone total chaos. See, Kumasi, Yako, see me preco. I mean, yeah, Nippon on a troll letter dated 10th May. The name was Nana Benyin in Sian, India. I'm sure you may know him. No? Or troll letter. I say I write for and on behalf of the often mentioned group, which is in compliance with the Public Order Act, notify you and your office is accordingly giving office intention to hold a public demonstration in Kumasi on May 18, 1995 at 10 a.m. Demonstration begins from Dunkirk, at Fanti New Town, and also at the Abbey Park in Asante New Abbey's Park, correct, in Asante New Town, simultaneously with both processions converging later at Ketekia. From thence through the principal street of Kumasi to the Jackson Park for a rally or signing. This was the regional police commander. He replied, it was then PK Acham. He wrote back to them 13th May. I see, in accordance with subsection of course, it was an error, says section 4, but he meant subsection 4 of the Act 491/1994 of the Public Order Act. I wish to request that you postpone your planned demonstration for a week to enable the police mobilize adequate resources to give effective security coverage to all concerned on the day of the demonstration. I hope I can have your reply within the shortest possible time as is required by subsection 5 of the Act, of the Public Order Act. Then our boys there wrote disagree. Later they said no, time. Again, Dr. Brobe.
A template for police.
Yes, so again, exactly the point I'm trying to establish. So again, Brobe and I think Kwesi and Newman had to go to Kumasi personally to negotiate with the police, and then we came to a compromise. What I'm trying to suggest is that there are times police for hear all sorts of things, but it's also but also the leaders of the protesters must also be able to be tactful. Yes, and be tactful, be strategic, and negotiate. Both sides, what we are doing is to try and consolidate the culture of opening up the space for demonstrations and democracy. That should be the mutual way drive. At the end, we don't want to kill the baby. We do not want to throw the baby away with the bathwater. We want to sustain it, challenging. And apart from this, the police resorted to another subculture, ex parte applications. We don't say Ninia now, I cut down Accra because there was a high court, a circuit court, per se. I am for we free. Occupy Flagstaff House. One activity.
Occupy Ghana.
No, it's
the first one was Occupy Flagstaff House.
That was by
1st July.
Concerned citizens for responsible governance. Of course, some of them drifted into Occupy Ghana, but I am for confused. They originally wanted to go and picket at Flagstaff House. The police didn't agree. The statement is here. They said it's a security zone. So they negotiated, and then they went to court. And with all those things, it was agreed that they should go to Ifwa Sunderland Park and then march through some places. And only 3 or 5 of them will be sent to Flagstaff House.
Quick wrap up. I need to go to the Miracle grounds.
This FM 104.3. Good to meet you.